Let's go. No, which fucking cord didn't pop there. Very fucking annoying.
Sorry, Ian. I missed you out.
That's our car full in the back. That's the problem. So yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, hey, one guy.
Does anyone go lift this man off though?
His flag's about to go. Hey, Chris.
Alright, so Bridge, tell everyone what channel is Bridge. One of the guys on live at the moment, but what are you on? Because they'll be watching you, not me.
Well, funnily enough, I've been having a lot of trouble with Facebook. I've got 2 phones and it keeps going around. So,
I usually get lazy because of all your lives.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for someone else to do it today.
Today's a special occasion, so yeah, we'll all go live.
so we're all looking at each other.
Yeah, we're all looking at it. It's all
Okay. So I'm actually just
You can upload later.
it's going to stop anymore.
I'll keep mine going later, so it's not cheating, guys.
No, I'm doing that for backup. Any reason, yeah.
So what channel are you on?
Oh, it's a Canberra protest 2022.
Canberra Protest 2022, guys. Alright, there'll be a live stream going out there. I'll find a few more lives. So you
He's already shuffled off his responsibilities. He was like, oh, you're taking care of the live stream? Oh, right.
This is a seat. Stephen's going to, when you close the door, get when you close the
Are you guys on?
table, see you.
G'day. Here we be. Vaughan did the ditch.
Are you going live or just videoing, darling?
We're live.
You're live?
Yep.
What channel? I'm just letting people know.
Hashtag expose the 28.2.
Hashtag expose the 28.2 on what channel?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yep.
There you go, guys. Don't worry, they'll probably be here soon, Dan.
Think you're there for a tick, guys?
If you're not here, hopefully you're out doing something else. Boys, look, we've got the first vehicle up. There you go. They're not going to like it being back here. Hey, mate, how you going? Guys,
Yeah. Handled it and everything. My son did a 3-day fast. Like, oh, Mum, you should do it. It's like, oh, no, I should. Yeah. Thousand days. Okay, who have we got on here? I'll take you across the other side.
Good morning, people.
here we go, Phil's
Move
up.
away from the microphone a bit, the speaker a bit. Just remember, this is a public road, and the vehicles that travel down here sometimes have security, and they move fast, and they're told not to stop. So they will, if they have to, bump into you. So we just stay off the road. And if you cross the road, just be aware there might be a vehicle on it. Other than that, enjoy.
Watching from the car, your mum's in church, Phil Margaret. Shane, how you going? Zelda. Alright, so we're giving you a few channels that we're all out on, guys.
It's over here. See if I can see who's on there. Been a little while since we've been at the front gate. Looks the same. Okay. I could read the screen. I can say hello to whoever's on there. Yeah, my feed doesn't go back right to the beginning. So, g'day everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. Got a nice crowd here today. Hey Beverly, Daniel, Veronica, Ericod, Katie. Did I say Veronica already? Yeah, Veronica. Chris McGrath. Personal account Nobby. G'day, Redneck. All our lovely regulars. Thank you for being there again. Ash Gronk. Beverly, I did say Beverly, didn't I? Matthew. Oh, Matthew. Catherine Kay. Little Bluebird. Australia for Freedom. Thank you all for being there.
I'm just going to do a test fire, boss.
Okay, which way are we going to look at everything today? Somebody leaving the premises by the looks of things. Got the gates open. Oh, it's somebody going in. There you go. I'll sit you up on the side here, then you can see who's speaking and you can see the crowd too. There we go. Ah, Tony. G'day, Tony. How you going? Yep, you're always with us, Tony.
How long before we're kicking off, Phil?
3 months.
Very soon. Alright, guys, go and grab one of those channels I told you about. Alright, get onto one of them channels. And
on Facebook and
YouTube. Yeah, Facebook and YouTube,
Yeah,
guys.
not much we can do about the quality. It is what it is.
I hope you get better well.
Looking back through the chat.
remember that's the road, guys.
Oh, sorry, trying to tilt. Oh, 3 streams. Oh, that's cool. Glad to hear you're not doing too badly then. You're a bit busy, 3 streams.
why are we here?
Why are we here, guys?
What's the YouTube channel? Canberra.
Protest 2022.
Canberra
Protest
Protest
28.
2022 and expose the 28.
Hashtag expose the 28 too.
Hashtag expose the 28 too.
Nita?
Alright, so you'll find them.
So I think the usual crew can speak first, and then we can open mic for everyone else that wants to join in. Love to you all, guys. Thank you for joining us yet again.
And now
Hope
we've
you're
got
all
a
well.
connection up, guys. This is what they're going to try and do to us. Yeah, that happens here. Ah, yeah.
Lots of people on. Thank you all. Sending love and best wishes to every one of you. Thank you for sticking in with us all.
Trumpet man Dan, you're out there.
All right, so grab onto a couple of them, guys. I might line up here. Find over there.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Yarralumla, Canberra, our nation's capital. 1,000 days. What an epic moment. And the Canberra crew really appreciate you all coming down and sharing this moment with us. Thank you. As you know, we're here addressing the Governor-General, Samantha Mostyn, and just like her predecessor, David Hurley, has done nothing for the Australian people and pretty much has run out of time. And I think it's time for Australia to stand up once again. Yeah. Our forefathers fought for our freedoms, and these mongrels have taken it away. The oath of remembrance, please remove headdress. Stand fast! They went with sons to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
Lest we forget.
Your Excellency, the Dishonourable Samantha Mostyn, you have done nothing to earn the title of Governor General of this great nation of Australia. You have not proven yourself in the first few months of office. How disgusting is that? Yet you take the coin. I'd be worried about cleaning your soul off, because that's all you can take with you, not the money. And I will not call you Your Excellency. You need to prove yourself to the Australian people by following the guidelines of the bloody Constitution. That is where you get your job description from, which is a buffer between the corrupt bloody government and us, the people that pay you and you. We can keep secrets too. That's why we're here at the front. Amazing, isn't it? But as the Governor General of this great nation of Australia, this letter is a direct appeal from an ever-growing cohort of Australian people, both here and many millions at home. You'd be bloody surprised. We call on you, as the Governor General, to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report from the Woodrow Commission, 1995 to 1997. Just a couple of years ago, and you're still covering it up. How honest are you? Not. The Woodrow Commission, as catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission. I'm sorry, but the police are losing their integrity because they don't put pedophiles behind bars. They'd rather cover it up. Let them keep their dirty little secrets. So it was catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission. That resulted in a 90-year suppression order because we don't want those names getting out to the people, do we? And it contained 28 names of high-profile people. They include an ex-Prime Minister or two. How disgusting is that? How can they be up there in the highest levels of Parliament telling us what to do and how to live our lives when they're dirty pedophiles? Including in the list, Simeon, Samantha's husband, is a barrister. They're included on the list. Heaps of them. Government officials. Wow. Our government must be full of them. Isn't that amazing? But you will cover it up and you won't put the perpetrators behind bars. Frightening, isn't it? That our Australian government has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population. I think our children would be better served if these dirty people were behind bars, away from the children. Oh, what's going on? And it's supposed to be for our safety and well-being. Oh, I'd be more concerned about the children. Revisited again in 2015, the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting. A lot of words that mean jack shit. The then Senator Bill Heffernan, great man, only decent senator in Australia, public. It's not a filing cabinet. It's us. You need to tell us the bloody truth and get these people in front of a court of law. Oh, we can't be doing that because the judges and barristers are pedophiles too.
There is no court of law in a
Prove me wrong that there's no pedophilia in there. As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret that's the problem. It's when a group of people, such as the foul 28 on the list, the police report, keep each other's secrets, and that's what they do, cover their asses all the time. Fair indisability, quoted the judge of the day. They decided. We decided. So we got together with his cronies. I believe Mr. Carr, thank you, Mr. Carr was involved in that. We decided not to revisit that issue because, you know, the public might lose confidence in the judiciary. That's one thing you got bloody right. But we want the truth. And we want it now. How many years has it been since you had all this bloody evidence and you've done nothing? Look at the National Redress Scheme. What a sham. Get all these good people to traumatise themselves over again by telling their stories that sometimes they have never told before. Give them a bit of cash and they can't take the perpetrators to jail. What a bloody scam. Governor General, or the entity that's taken that position, how can you justify a 90-year suppression order in the police report from the Woodrow Commission, given that we paid for it? Came out of our bloody pockets. We don't care about the money. We want the results. We deserve them. 28. Only 28 pain-filled years later, after all the people opened up, told their traumatising stories to the Woodrow Commission. And what did you do? You locked their stories away. You criminals! The whole bloody lot of you. 28 pain-filled years later, we've stood each week since August 30, 2022 at Government House in Queensland. And every bloody day addressing you to try and get this disgusting industry out of Australia every day for 1,000 bloody days. And you're not listening to the people. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think we're going to go away? No. We care more about the children. You need to wake up. The money's not that important. We're the real victims. Family members of victims. Or friends of victims of an appalling industry of child sex trafficking and pedophilia that we have in Australia. Who's in charge, Samantha? Is it you and Simeon? Is it? I want to know. Is it Mr. Albanese? Is it all the police force? I want to know. Who's covering up? We should be protecting our children for the future. If you don't care, well, I do. I'm a sixth-generation Australian woman. Why do you think I'm bloody standing here? I'm proud of this country. I'm proud of the people. I'm not proud of the government. I'm not proud of the government. I'm not proud of all the protective services for children. I think it's a disgusting industry you've got. And it's the people that work in these industries that need to be held accountable. Every one of you that take $1 and you know it's wrong and you still keep taking the money, you've got to stop and stand up. It's time. We the people require the thing in the house, the person, the it, because you don't seem very well, Samantha. You like busloads of children coming around to your place though, don't you? Greeting them. I'm the Governor General. Look at me. How bloody pathetic. I'm Joanne. Look at me. I have more integrity than you do. You're disgusting. We would like you to uphold the requirements of the Office of Governor General, seeing that you took on the position. Please read the Constitution, know what your job description is. You're supposed to be the buffer. And if you sign in on this bloody digital ID, woo! I think you should be tracked. I don't think we should be tracked. I think all you politicians and pedophiles should be. Because we're honest. You ain't! And we'd like to inquire why the Governor General has not stepped in with the obvious police overreach in trying to inhibit the people from peacefully, politically protesting, which is every Australian's right, when they can see the corruption, the lies and deceit that comes from the television that's paid for by your taxes, because they pay for propaganda to be on there, and you sit there in front of it and suck it up. Wake up, people. It's a television. And the police overreach. The government overreach. When do you get to such an age where you can do what you like? Oh no, they'll bring in another bloody law.
Let's go talking tyrants now. Beautiful. Lots of them. Lots of tyrants.
It's up to the great men and women of this great country of Australia
Everywhere.
to determine their level of confidence in the police. We find you a bit lacking. We see you driving around your little white and red toot-toot cars. We don't see you going and collecting pedophiles and putting them in court. Is that too hard? Do your bosses say, no, don't do it?
That's because police were designed, set up to protect the aristocrats and their wealth.
It's working.
That's what they were designed to do, and you can
Well,
do
it's
it with
working.
history. So there was all
The judiciary system. We have no confidence in the judiciary system. You can have your speech later.
Glenn, you'll have a chance to speak later. Let someone finish what they're saying, please.
Thank you.
Sorry.
It's up to the great men and women of this country of Australia to determine their level of confidence in the police, judiciary system, and the media. We know the media lies. They're paid to. And Parliament on this matter. You're sincerely concerned, men and women of this great country of Australia. We want to keep it that way. Stand up!
All right. Before I start, just a little bit of respect. We've all got things we need to say. Just give it a chance. Let people get what they need to get out. Let's not try and confuse people's speeches, okay? You'll have your chance, Glenn.
Very passionate.
I understand you're passionate, but just give everyone a go, please.
Sure.
I'll try and let most crews that have been here for most of these days, okay? They'll get to speak, and we'll have an open mic afterwards. Appreciate you all being here. For those who don't know me, my name is Corey. Today I'm not addressing Samantha. We've addressed her for 1,000 days. Well, not just Samantha. We obviously know we've dealt with David Hurley and Cosgrove as well in that time. And these puppets that try and control us. The tyrants, the war criminals who control this nation. They're here just to ignore us. They will do as they're told from the agenda. And we're sick of speaking to her or him. So I'm not addressing Samantha today, but speaking to the freedom community. I thank you all for travelling here, but especially thank those who have stood with us and supported us financially, emotionally and physically. You all know who you are. I know most of you. As always, it's the same people standing up for our nation. We don't see fresh faces. It's the same people with a backbone in this country. And I appreciate every one of you, because we all do our bit. Before I came to Canberra, I'd lost faith in the freedom leaders who said this shit show would shut down by Christmas 2021. We all heard that crap. Where are we now? We're almost Christmas 2024. We're about to hit 2025 where the agenda's really going to get ramped up. We all know what's coming in. We've all seen it. Agenda 2030. It's pretty obvious what they're going to do to us. Many people arrived in Canberra over 1,000 days ago to stand up for what was right. But when they were told to go home by controlled opposition, 95% of people did, because of false promises and the end of mandates. So the people happily left to go back into the slave system. The slave system, happy to go back into it, to pay for the destruction of our children, our lands and our future. And take the coin. Why are people more concerned about their livelihoods than their lives and their loved ones around them? The next generation. Are we all just virtue signalling that we want a better world? Or do we really want change? My fear is not what they have done. My fear is what they have planned for us and the future generations, and not what they can do to us right now. Soon we won't be able to stand up or speak out. You will lose absolutely everything if you don't unite and put an end to their agenda. We all must be willing to sacrifice for a better world. If you're not part of the solution, you are part of the problem nowadays. I'm sorry to say, the freedom community is the problem. You all know what the fuck's going on. And you're willing to sit at home for bullshit. Everything comes back to what is right and what is wrong. We don't need rules and laws to tell us what's right and wrong. We know the difference between good and fucking evil. Why aren't we standing up? Children are being raped every day. We're being trafficked every day. Controlled. Our rights removed. We can't even call them rights now. They're privileges. The standard you walk past every day is the standard you are willing to accept. We stand here because we do not accept what you're trying to bring into us. We want a better world for all. What is happening right now in Gaza at the moment will be the way of the world very soon. If we do not stop this shit show now, taking sides in any war leads to more division. All war must stop. 70% of the weapons used in Gaza are supplied by the United States. It does not matter who is selected on the 5th of November, because all sides, all governments support this slaughter. There is no political solutions to this shit show. They're all controlled. They're all here to keep you watching the fucking movie. Sitting at home waiting for someone else to save the fucking day. You fuckers over there behind that gate, you're part of this problem. You allow this shit. Without you protecting these criminals, war criminals,
Stand with us.
genocidal bastards. You protect those pricks. Your children, your grandchildren will pay for this problem you have caused. So there is no political solutions, because it's all shit. No one has any authority. There is no judicial solutions. If there was any of these solutions, we would have fixed this 4 years ago when the country woke up. Doesn't really matter where you were born or what faith you are. All children are born innocent and need protection. We're here to protect everyone. Not just ourselves and our children. Every child was born innocent and needs protecting. Where is the heart and soul left in this fucking world? Sorry for my language. We could have stopped this 3 years ago, when in Melbourne the tradies stood together, chanted every day. When the next they made a deal with the government to go back to work, shut up and take the coin. They approved letting them keep doing what they're doing as long as they've got their jobs, they get paid. That sounds like a great-hearted, good person I want to be around in the future. What's important? Well, the following day, when they shot at innocent people at the shrine, or when the masses came to Canberra and they used weapons, violence, fear and propaganda to terror us all. So now, over 1,000 days of standing here, I'm losing faith in humanity. Where is your heart and souls? Where's your backbone? The small crew that stands here every day, we can't fix this problem. It takes a nation to make a fucking difference. We all know it. We're sitting at home waiting for someone else to save us. We're all gutless sacks of shit. Virtue signalling, yeah? Every one of us have to look at our fucking selves. We're part of this problem. None of this could have happened if we did stand up. If we did say no more. Doesn't matter if you're a police in fucking uniform or one of us freedom fighters. Every one of us, it's a responsibility on every one of our shoulders. Everyone. Mankind has become so selfish and self-centred. Is this the world we want to live in? Where people are more concerned about accolades, likes and followers? We shouldn't be raping and pillaging the earth for monetary gain. We need to live in harmony with Mother Earth. We need to grow our own food, be responsible and not reliant on their bullshit system. They poison us every which way, we know it. In our skies, in our food, they've destroyed our water tables, they're destroying this land. They won't be happy till everything is dead. And that's every one of us as well. Not just this planet. Me, I don't care about myself. This planet needs to survive in harmony with everything else around. Our children are our future. That is the reason I have stood here for so long. Hoping for the world to see through the distractions and the divisions. For us all to come together and unite. We don't all have to agree on all the problems in the world. We all see the bigger picture. I don't care anyone else's beliefs. But we all need to know what's better and we need to fight for what's right. We can all do that because we know good from bad. We need to stop this shit show now before we can move forward to a better world. We could have stopped this 3 years ago. And we listened because we don't want to take a lead in anything. We're all our own heroes. We're all our own masters. Why are we listening to controlled opposition telling us what to do? To keep us more distracted, sitting around waiting for someone else to fix the problem. That is why we stand here every day, because we're not waiting for someone else to do it. We're trying to get you all to stand up for what's right. We are all equal. No one is above another. And it is up to us all. If we had fixed this 3 years ago, how many more lives could have been saved? How many more relationships? How many more children? How many more stillbirths could have been stopped? How many more people taking their poisons? I'm lucky I'm not alone. I've got loved ones around me every day who support me and care for me. And they keep me strong. That's why I'm still here. I couldn't have done this on my own. As a community, we can work together to fix this shit. We are the problem. I can't just blame our government. We allowed it all to happen. I blame my parents as well. Life was great back then. No wonder no one looked at political shit. Didn't realise what the UN were bringing in, what the WHO, the WEF, all these NGOs that are controlling us all. Agenda 2030 is coming real quick. We can see it all. Most of all, we stand up for the children. We're sick of the children being raped. You think it's okay because it's not your child? Every child's important. If they're not being raped, they're being stolen by the system. Our police force are the biggest child traffickers in this country. Our judicial system, they're the ones that order this crap. And all you boys in blue, I don't know how you look in a mirror. You allow this shit to happen. Oh, it's not my job, this is my role. You might not have any real fucking authority, but it is your job to stand up for what is right and stop the shit going on. As kids, we fucking looked up to you people.
And now we don't.
None of us do.
And that's on you.
Right from wrong. We were born with this shit in our hearts. Stop believing the bullshit and stand up for yourselves and the rest of this country before it's fucked. Thank you all. I'm just going to invite the normal crew to finish speaking, say what they need to get out before we have an open mic for everyone else. But thank you all.
Thanks, Corey.
When he says the normal crew, there is a lot of faces here that are recognisable. There's a lot of new faces that are here as well. I've done a little bit of travelling lately, and there's a lot of people out there who know this country's fucked. You know, who know that just the time that they've been alive, it's gone so far downhill, it's unbelievable. It's no longer a case of you knew what was right and wrong, and you could actually know what the laws were, their laws, because it was basically right and wrong. Now, it's not what you can't do that they tell you. They tell you what you can do. You aren't allowed to do anything unless they say it's okay.
Who are they?
That's right, who are they?
Who are they?
There's some people out there now who are awake to this and are living their real natural lives. A bird doesn't wait until they're told that it can fly. Kangaroo doesn't wait till it's told it can bound across the paddock or eat the grass. You know, not long ago there was a freedom concert. All these people who went to this freedom concert, how free are they? Driver's license, registration, and look, I've got to admit at the moment, I have both of those. I went away for a little while, but I've come back to both of those to travel sometime. There is people here that don't, and are living free.
Me.
I haven't completely stepped out of the system, so I'm just as much to blame, like Glory said, as the people on that side of the fence and the people in that building over there. And when Corey was saying that, I felt ashamed of myself. I really did. I help, but I don't give everything. If I don't give everything, what's the point of even existing? No, if you guys don't need help. You guys are big and tough and ugly like me.
Got it.
The children need our help. What are they going to suffer? If we're suffering this shit now, what are they going to go through? What sort of life are they going to have, realistically? And like Corey said, stop waiting for someone else to come and save you. Stop waiting for some election or some selection or some hero. They've been telling you this shit for years. It's all part of your programming. Superhero movies and shit like that. It's also that you just wait there until you die. You probably die of shame in the end. When you pass on, what will you stand there and think about? The stuff that you did or the stuff that you could have done? I reckon you people will stand there thinking about the stuff you could have done. Because you know, like me, there's more to give and there's more to go. I honestly am ashamed that I don't stand as hard as I could. I do a fairly good job,
You do.
but I could do way more. I could do way more. This is just a place. This is just a symbol. One of their symbols. We don't need to do it here, we need to do it everywhere. Every single where. I see it happen. I see people supporting other people, but they still don't realise they're 100% supporting them every day with the stupid little things like me paying registration. You know? Yes, okay, I have 1 out of 20 vehicles registered, but I still pay it. Because it's easier. You know, I use the excuse, I need to get places to put people in touch with people and help people out. That's just an excuse to make my life easier. Because I don't want to deal sometimes with the dickheads on the other side of that fence. They think they have authority over me. I know what's safety. I know what's safe to drive. I know how to drive safely. I know how not to cause an issue in the community. I don't need them to tell me 5 k's over the speed limit is going to kill people. I've worked in this industry all my fucking life. I've towed vehicles. I've seen car crashes. 5 k's is going to do jack fucking shit. Cars are getting better, faster, stopping, improved handling. And what have they done? Lowered speed limits and give you fucking fines for tiny little things. Why? Because they need the revenue so they can fuck you more. It's all for them. They live comfortably. You know, I hear of families that are walking the streets with their kids picking up bottles to make money because they can't survive. These fuckers in here don't have to go around picking up bottles and selling 10-cent bottles. These guys on the other side of this fence, when was the last time you guys had to pinch and pay to get through the week? To get one meal? There's people here don't even know what they're going to eat tonight. When was the last time you did that? Or you?
Never. Father, take the coin. Save your soul.
I'm honestly that man that was spoke before. I aspire to be him. I really do. I really do. He is well grounded. Well grounded, and he knows what honesty and truth is. He really does. If we don't, like, people say to me, oh, what do you think of this group, or what do you think of that group? And they always have, since day one I've been here. People go, what do you think of this group? What do you think of that person? I say, he's the enemy of my enemy, not necessarily my friend. I may not even agree with him, but he's definitely not my enemy. So why would I bag him out? And you hear rumours and stories. I don't give a shit about rumours and stories. I'll speak to the person. If they do wrong by me, then it becomes an issue. If they never do wrong by me, I don't have an issue with them. Or unless I see them do wrong for someone else. My own eyes. Stop fighting each other. You don't have to stand together, but you have to stand, and you have to stand next to the person who's fighting. You don't have to agree with them. You just have to agree that they know there's a problem as well. That's all you have to do. I thank you for all coming here for this milestone. As I've said, it's not a celebration. I don't think we're any closer.
Thanks, Phil.
Look, I'm just one person who helps other people, and I don't put enough in. I really don't. I really don't. There's some amazing people here. There's some amazing things done and said by some of the people here in the background. I thank you all. Anybody else of the people that stand here every day? Tobias?
Another beautiful good morning to everyone who finds the courage to stand up for himself, stand up for him and humanity. Addressing once more the Governor General of this nation, Samantha Moyston, or should we say one of the only sovereign citizens what we have here, sovereign as representative of the King and hopefully as citizens of this great nation. Or should we say the endorser for Republic, or the witness or participant recently in changing our seal of Australia and taking away the sovereignty. Either way, she's in just over 4 months here in position, one of 3 other Governor Generals ignoring us for 1,000 days, sorry. So here, people, since 1,000 days, since the flag on this pole got changed to a red one, we're standing here asking for justice, release for documents with supposedly 28 pedophiles in high prominent stature. We're asking for justice and closure for the victims. There are more victims than predators, and still no answer. The answer is silence and compliance to hiding this system. A lot of people saying pedophile protector. I personally hate this word, but unfortunately, when you look through the legislations and the court rulings, the majority protecting the pedophiles and silence the victims. I think it's a day to start changing the system and make them accountable and set precedents for the future that pedophilia is not accepted in our country. Thank you, everyone.
I stand here representing my family, my husband, my children, my grandchildren. We have lost confidence in the government, in the police, in the medical system. I want nothing to do with the government. They're corrupt, lying mongrels. I walked the halls of Parliament House 20 years ago with Bill Heffernan. When he left Parliament suddenly, I didn't join the dots to start with. Then I worked it out. He spoke up. 10 months later, half-Senate return, he was gone. Why aren't you people in blue standing up for the people? You're here to protect us, protect our children. I was molested more than once as a child, and I don't even know if the perpetrators were persecuted properly. Why aren't you protecting children rather than standing there, hands behind your back or in your pocket, taking our money and doing nothing for us? If it was one of your children or your nieces that's a possibility. I hate to think it would be. I'd like to think that you have a heart and a conscience, but I'm not sure if you do. And I know that Samantha's husband, or partner, whatever he is, and if Samantha's a woman, she might need the Mick Dundee test yet. I know that Simeon was counsel assisting the Royal Commission. So I know that Samantha knows, and that Simeon has those papers as well as what was left in the filing cabinet. We, the people, are the Commonwealth, and we want those papers revealed to the public unredacted now. Unredacted means no black lines, no more dirty secrets. The perpetrators need to face judgment, and the victims need to be released from all the turmoil they've been through all these years. I want to leave this place better for my children and grandchildren than what it is now. Like Phil, I'm a little bit ashamed that I haven't stood up as much as I could have, but I stand up where I can, when I can, because I want to leave this place better for the children that follow me. So what are you people in blue going to do about it? Are you going to get off your backsides and make it better, or are you going to just continue taking the coin and do as you're told? You're just like puppets, like all the people on the hill, puppets on strings with a coin purse attached. I hope you've got some morals and a conscience, and that you'd start to do the right thing.
Samantha, I stand here for a few reasons, mainly for the children, but the reason pedophilia exists in this corrupt system, I think we all know what it's for. It's to control the puppets, the puppet masters, catch their puppets, I guess, in compromising situations, make them do what they want them to do. That's the linchpin of why this corrupt system exists. But the main reason is for the children, of course. I've got some pretty startling statistics that I've got from destinyrescue.org.au. Over 1 million children are commercially sexually exploited. Child victims of commercial exploitation are particularly difficult to detect, so the true figure is likely far higher than the current estimates. And these were estimates from 2017 from International Labour Organisation report. So who knows what the figures are now. 59% of children trafficked are from the Asia Pacific region. $99 billion is generated by sex traffickers each year. That's an average of $11 million every hour. Greed and the brokenness of this world create a demand for the sale and purchase of human bodies. Socioeconomic, psychological and physical factors can expose vulnerabilities in an individual, family or community. Using force, fraud or coercion, traffickers take advantage of a child or community's vulnerabilities to meet the demand for sold sex to profit from it. Destiny Rescue is a charitable organisation which I feel is honourable. Their mission is to rescue children from sexual exploitation and human trafficking and to equip them to stay free. Their frontline staff of rescue agents, border agents and social workers operate in 7 countries in South America, Africa and South Asia. They have their head office in the Sunshine Coast and have offices in America and New Zealand with over 250 volunteers and staff. Their agents work to search for children trapped in sex trafficking and exploitation, often working with local authorities and other organisations to rescue them. And then they continue to work with the children to help them recover and heal. They provide individualised programs to help the children and their communities overcome their vulnerabilities to stay out of the trafficking cycle. They often also are able to rescue adults out of labour and sex trafficking situations. They have operated since 2001 and have rescued over 17,000 people, including over 11,000 children. In the last 4 months, from June to September, they have had 19 raids, rescued 1,023 children or individuals, and 16 perpetrators have been put out of action. That's the kind of thing we need to see. It shouldn't need to be happening, but that's what we want to see. On a more personal level, Samantha, you and I are the same age. We both went to school here in Canberra. We would have been in the same class if we were in the same school. You, like I, and people in my generation knew about the pedophilia that was happening in the private schools. It was common knowledge, and of course, nobody did a bloody thing about it. In my school, which was not a private school, there was a sexual predator. He groomed one of my classmates from year 7. It could have been me, but thankfully, when he paid too much attention, my soul, my gut instinct said to stay away from him. She obviously was far more vulnerable, and she became a victim of his. We had a school reunion not long ago, and she said, she came, thank goodness, she said she wasn't sure if she would be welcomed because we all knew what had happened to her, and she felt ashamed and guilty for her voluntary participation. And of course that's a complete nonsense. There's no way a 12-year-old can voluntarily agree to be groomed. We obviously did a very good job. So Samantha, you would have known about that type of thing that was going on when we were kids. Now is your chance to do something about it. What are you going to do? Will you stand up for the children, for your classmates who are still caught in the shame and the guilt of what happened to them? What about all the young children now who are being raped every day? Do you care? What are you going to do, Samantha? They're counting on you. You have the power. Show us. Show us that you care. We're counting on you. And everybody here, it can be hard to see what you can do. There's so much you can do. Your energy, your frequency, your vibration has a huge impact. We're aware of what's going on. Watch your thoughts. Send out good vibes. You keep focusing on all the trash that's going on in the world. You're contributing to it. Lift yourself up. Envision the world that you want to live in. Every day, try to feel how you would feel if the world was what you wanted it to be. The joy, the love, the safety, being one with nature, being one with each other, unity. Feel it, focus on that. You bring in those vibes, we're halfway there. You are focusing on the negative, you are contributing to the negative. You are feeding those people. You are feeding them, that's what they want. They want your fear, it feeds them. Watch what you're thinking. Exposure 28.
Yeah, hello to everybody, and it's fantastic to be here with our friends of this amazing day, 1,000 days. Okay, the reason I just wanted to add on to what the other beautiful lady said was, I'm from Melbourne, and of course I'm part of a group every Saturday that we meet up at Treasury Place in Collins Street. And we have the joy of walking down Collins Street in Melbourne, and we happen to stop in front of Balenciaga. Now, I don't know if any of you guys know about Balenciaga. If you like to do some research, you'll be able to see. Well, we stand in front of it every week, and we call out to the people who work at Balenciaga, because it is a known fact that they use children in their advertising. And we're not talking, pretty little dresses and nice little clothes that these children are dressed in. These kids are dressed in, and they have teddy bears and dolls dressed in bondage gear. Absolute filth. So, and these are the companies, Balenciaga and Gucci and all these high elite companies that are using children, our children, everyone's children in this industry. So we need to expose what these companies are doing as well with our children, because it's not only pedophilia that is affecting the children, it's the mental abuse and emotional abuse that they're feeding our children. We get it in the music industry. We see people like Taylor Swift, that all these kids, all these little kids just want to be like Taylor Swift. And you hear and you see what she's like in concerts. It's totally satanic and it's demonic. And these children are being affected by this. It's the movies that they put, the violent movies that these children are exposed to. It's also these TV cartoons. You've seen some cartoons now, which are pretty horrific. It's not good for children to be watching. So we need to bring light on all of this, not just expose the 28, the pedophilia, but all the emotional and satanic and evil stuff. Because, as we all know, we are in a spiritual war. We are under attack every day by Satan and his demons. And we need to stay strong for our children, because it's up to us. We have to put the armour of God on and protect our children and speak the word of God in protection, because Satan hates that and his demons hate that. And it's up to us as humans, as Australians, as parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles. We need to look after our children in all areas, not just pedophilia. So, all right, thanks everyone. It's great being here, and we're just going to keep fighting. Exposure 28.
Hey everybody, just want to thank you guys that we've stood together through thick and thin for 3 years now. I didn't know any of yous when I got here. And look around, yous are still here. This is the definition of real heroes don't wear capes. And they certainly don't wear fucking uniforms. Thank you very much. I wanted to start naming yous all personally, but I would have missed one and that'd just be dead set wrong. So thank you all. As for you tyrants behind that gate, most of you look like yous were in high school when we started this. Why do you think the seniors all left? As I always say, no policy is worth the paper it's written on without some arsehole willing to enforce it with violence for money. When you get old, I'm pretty sure you're going to regret this shit.
Thanks, Steve.
Hello Samantha, I'm Karen. I read a version of this out to David 9 months ago and to yourself 3 months ago. Wherever you may be, know that the resonance of this will be here today on this land, on this ground. Samantha, today is Sunday, a day of rest, so today I will speak to you not to your capacity of officialdom as the role of Governor General. Today I speak to you, Samantha, as a private individual, as a living woman. I am Karen Melissa Ninana Amadinka, a child of creation. I am a living woman. I am a being of one. Today, Samantha, I invite you to open your heart and listen. I invite you, Samantha, to hear what is spoken. And I invite you, Samantha, okay, thank you, to hear in your heart every word that is said. Every day, Samantha, we stand here across the waters from you or at your gates and tell you of the corruption and abuse that is doing immeasurable harm to our children. What does your heart feel when you hear us? What do you think? Do you think it will all go away if you ignore us? Every day that you do nothing, more harm you allow to be done. Today is 1,000 days that we have stood every single day. Samantha, a very wise, beautiful woman, once said to her son after he told her he'd witnessed child abuse, she said of the children, "What are you going to do? Wait until they're dead?" Those words stayed with him the rest of his life, and he dedicated himself to ensuring that we're all safe and innocents were made safe. I invite you, Samantha, to hear these words well and with depth. I invite you to feel them in your heart. What are you going to do? Wait till you're dead, until they are dead? Do you understand? All that has been laid before you across these waters or the lake or at your gates are all frequencies that resonate through you. They will always resonate through you, Samantha. So on every level of your being, Samantha, be aware that you know. Be aware that you know. There is no hiding from this. How do you think a child would feel? Ask your heart now. How do you think a child would feel? You know the truth, and you know that your silence and willful inaction makes you complicit. You're a living woman. If nothing else, feel the hearts of the ones who are innocent. What are you going to do? Wait until they're dead? Do you understand, Samantha? I am putting you on notice, Samantha, as a living woman, that I'm shining light upon you now. The earth is shining light upon you now, and the radiant bodies of light above us are shining their light upon you now, and all of this light is stronger than ever, with frequencies that are increasing immensely every day. I'm putting you on notice, Samantha, that when this light is shone upon you, everything becomes visible, everything is illuminated, everything becomes known, because light is information and everything will be seen. Do you understand, Samantha? You always have a choice, always. And what are you, Samantha, as a living woman? What are you going to do with that choice? I invite you to listen deep and listen well to what your heart is telling you to do. And I invite you, Samantha, to understand what it is that your heart is telling you to do. I am a child of creation and a being of one. I invite you, Samantha, to understand that we all Every single element of existence are a child of creation and a being of one. What we do unto another, we do unto ourselves. And with these increasing resonances and frequencies, it has now become what we do unto another, we do unto us all. Do you understand, Samantha? When we harm another, we harm ourselves. Do you understand? And when we raise another in pure light, truth and authenticity, we do the same for ourselves. We are all one. Do you understand, Samantha? Know what's right, know what's wrong. Responsibility is our own. I invite you, Samantha, to understand these words well and take the steps, take action and put right what is wrong. I know you know of what has been spoken across this lake and at your gates every day for the past nearly 3 years, for the past 1,000 days. What are you going to do? Wait until they're dead? You know that many already are, and of the ones who have survived, they are dead in other ways. Their innocence shattered, lives destroyed, and fear fills their hearts instead of love. Samantha, I want to bring this back to an energy now that I know is tangible to you. As our beautiful Nita mentioned, this is similar. I went to school with your sister. She was in my class. She was always such a vibrant, free, beautiful spirit full of joy and light. What would you have done if your beautiful sister's light was stolen, shattered, abused and destroyed by the unspeakable acts of the monsters that you protect with your silence and compliance with the ones who do nothing other than keep the predators safe? What are you going to do? You know, Samantha, that you have a choice. I know that you hear, I know that you feel the resonance of these frequencies being sent to you. Illuminate every fiber of your being. Do you understand, Samantha? I do not speak to you with the wrath of anger and with the wrath of hate. These are dense vibrations that do nothing to heal as a whole. Today, Samantha, I speak to you through the energies of higher vibrations, as this is where healings expands. I speak to you today with the wrath of truth. I speak to you today with the wrath of integrity. I speak to you today with the wrath of honor, and I speak to you today with the wrath of love. These are frequencies that hold a power that illuminate and hold all to account. Do you understand, Samantha? Know what's right, know what's wrong. Responsibility is your own. What are you going to do, Samantha? You always have a choice. Do you understand? Apano, apano. Apano, apano. Apano, apano. Apano, apano. Apano, apano.
I actually wasn't going to say anything, but I've only got one thing to say. Whether it's Moyston or Hurley, prove to us you are two wings of the same birdie. Like, seriously, do your job. I've had enough of standing here and asking. We're not asking, we're telling you. The children come first. Don't wait until it hits your family. Don't wait until someone that you love has been abused, hurt, destroyed, and their innocence taken. Stand up now, because God forbid it hits your family, Samantha. God forbid.
Hey, good morning all you beautiful people that showed up today to make today a very memorable moment, 1,000 days. No, it's not a celebration. This war hasn't been won, not by a long shot, but it's good to have moral support when it's really needed. And you guys that show up, the many at home now watching live streams, I say thank you, because our lights together are unstoppable. In 4 years, I could go back a lot longer, but in 4 years, what is our story? Why do we come here? To start with, many people started this. We've exposed the 28. I don't know if any of you are aware of this 28. I don't know if any of you guys behind the gate down there are aware of the 28. But they are political members that done dirty deeds to our children. Do we not have rights for answers? Do not these victims have rights for answers? Why do you stand there and protect the ones that are doing the crime? Look at yourselves. In 4 years, we see medical tyranny. This medical tyranny was created by the common cold, made out to be so deadly, it was going to hunt down everyone. It was a common cold. It was not a deadly pandemic. But the pandemic did come because medical tyranny took place. Many people were, and I will stress, they were forced to take it. Injuries are now in the excess. Deaths in the excess. Our children now suffering. You guys behind the gates, did your children take it? Because they're suffering. Did your family take it? Because they're suffering. This whole country is suffering. Now millions hit the streets in dispute. They've had enough. These people weren't conspiracists. These people weren't cookers. These people weren't even crazy. They seen the truth and they stood up. They are what I call Australian. And you mongrels behind the gates there, you shot at us. You knocked us to the ground. You bullied us. And you tried to force us. Do you hold your heads proud? Because you should be hanging them in shade. You turned on the Australian people. And that was wrong. And we see you. And we will remember this for a long time. So drop those heads, because you don't deserve to hold them high. I tell you that now. You turned on the people of this country. Our land, our water, our air, now sick. There is so many things going on in this country. And these people that stand here, the millions that have rose up over the last 4 years, have done what's right. And you tyrants fucking bullied us. You bullied us. Governor General, 1,000 days, come and address us like we've done to you. We are Australian and we want answers, we want punishment, and we want to see things done to make this country great again. To everyone here today, thank you. To you guys behind the gates, do your job.
What a sight for sore eyes. Look at you all. You all came today. And we've all got a connection, whether it's every day or 3 years ago, we all connected for a very special reason. But as time's gone on, we've realised that there's so many reasons for us to be here. And even though there are a lot of people that were here initially that aren't here today, if you watch anything online, you can be assured that there are people all over the world, in Australia, all over the country, doing their bit. Mightn't be much, might be a lot, but there are people chipping away, because this is a friggin' big war we're fighting. We're fighting it on so many levels. It's just child abuse, it's the environment, it's the lies the government keeps perpetrating about the environment. We need all these solar, they call them solar farms. We know there's solar factories and we know they're no good, but anyway, so there are so many issues that we're trying to fight, and some of us are better at fighting some issues than others. My parents came to this country with me as a 2-year-old from Italy because this country promised so much more. And my father died a happy man, saying he loved this country because it was the best country in the world. And he was right, but that was 12 years ago. A lot's happened since then, and actually, the more I look into history, a lot's been happening even then. We just didn't know. And it's all coming out, and a lot of the people that fought against us when we collectively came here and stood at Parliament House, a lot of them put shit on us, they laughed at us, they told us to fuck off and go back to where, you know, wherever we were. We're clogging up the Canberra streets and making it look untidy. And a lot of us kept on, and some, like Corey and his crew, have kept on for 1,000 days non-stop. Some of those people are now listening to us. I have friends and acquaintances that chose to make, that made certain decisions that now they regret. And what do? Well, we're chipping away with them. We're helping them.
So we mightn't be standing all together doing the one thing all together, but we are all trying our best. And those that aren't, well, that's with them, if they're happy to just not do anything. But my parents used to talk about the European war, and it took a long time to sort out, and this is a fucking big war. And, you know, they try to pretend that they're sorting out the pedophilia problems, like when they had the Royal Commission into child sexual abuse, which I was a witness in and participated in. And they loved blaming all institutions and religions, because while they're putting the blame on them, it's deflecting from the politicians and the 28 high-ranking people that are probably doing worse. So there's a lot of trickery, a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of bread and circuses, people. They're enticing everyone to get involved in, you know, really boring, unimportant things. And here we are, on a Sunday, standing together, trying to think of things to say to keep encouraging everyone. And we may not all be doing everything at the same time, but for example, I've got children, and adult children and grandchildren. And my grandchildren go to a very nice school here in Canberra. And they talk to me, and they talk to their mother, and they tell us that they've got a particular teacher who presented himself on day one as a married gay man and a vegan. And I said, well, good for him. What does that matter? What's that got to do with your education? Anyway, it turns out that after a couple of years of him being the teacher, he's been really pushing the agenda, the narrative, the Pride Day, the Pride Month, the Pride Year, the Pride Century. Got to wear purple on this day. So there's, you know, now he's also started introducing the fact that you can't use pronouns. You know, you have to, I'm not going to call anyone here boy or girl, we have to just be names, you know. So my daughter and I put up with it for a little while, and then we decided that maybe the principal needed to know what was going on, because it seems like other things are more important than what teachers are infiltrating in their classrooms. So even though that's not seen, there's a lot being done by people. So I'm just really proud of all of these people here today and elsewhere who are watching that couldn't be here. I'm really proud and honoured to be associated with you. I've never felt like I've done something as important as I'm doing now. My husband and I have been activists for a long time. We were Jehovah's Witnesses. We had to protest against them for the child sex abuse there. I've been fighting for things most of my life as an immigrant, and I'll keep fighting till I fucking die, because I've got children and grandchildren, and everyone here's got family, and we love the fact that Australia is the best country in the world, and we want it back that way, and we want our children and grandchildren to be safe.
I can really feel a lot of love here today, and I can tell, you know, I really love being in this company that I'm here today. I think it's very appropriate that we've commemorated this 1,000 days, because you're not supposed to be here. The government would like everybody to be disengaged by now. Yeah, well, maybe that's really what they want. But the fact that we've all stayed engaged, we can keep going. And we have to view this, maybe you were awake many years ago, maybe you just woke up in the last few years, maybe you woke up last year. But we're all awake now, and we know we're not going to stop because some event happens. I mean, we want to see justice done. We want to see that this is sorted out. But we know that this is a fight now for the rest of our lives. This is something, we can't trust them. We can't trust anyone else to look after our people. We have to do it ourselves. And whether you're standing up or whatever you're doing, you've got to view this as the rest of your life battle, because that's what it is. This is a big battle. We've come along. Look, the thalidomide scandal was tiny in comparison, and it took over 5 years just to get that corrected. They know that they've done something criminal. they're not going to just suddenly let us have our way. We're going to have to fight like the Palestinian people are having to fight at the moment. Maybe we won't see the end of the battle. Maybe it will be like in Europe when our forebears were building cathedrals where the grandfathers would start it and the grandsons would finish the cathedral. You all have tenacity, and and that's really the quality of the Anzacs, isn't it, that we were commemorating this morning. When we said lest we forget, I was sort of thinking, are we talking about those that died at Gallipoli? Or are we considering the people who have passed away because of this terrible gene transfection treatment that's been, that people have been deceived into taking over the last few years? You know, this year we put in a wood heater because we got sick of paying for our gas. We should have the cheapest gas in Australia, in the world here, but they make us pay for it. So we put in a wood heater because I could get wood. And I thought, I was going to buy a wood splitter. And I thought, no, I need the exercise. I'll split it myself. But I don't know if you've had the opportunity to split Australian hardwood. You know, you get a bit of yellow box or something, and you just hit it, and hit it, and hit it, and hit it. And then you go, it's not going to split. It's not going to split. And you hit it again and again. But you know, one hit, it gives. And the next hit, it just falls apart. And that's what's going to happen with this. We look like we're not going to succeed. Well, we're just going to keep hitting and hitting and hitting. Whichever way we choose to do it, whether it's getting active in political system, getting elected to councils, supporting those, campaigning in elections, whether it's through legal actions, through common law, getting, supporting all the people that do all these things in the way that you can, like you are today. We're not going to give up, and we're going to split that piece of hardwood right in two, and that's going to be our governmental system. And you wait. You mark our words. The Australian people don't give up. And this is a testament to it today. Thank you everyone for being here.
That was perfect. That's thoughts I was having, so I'll just add to it a little bit. Yeah, first of all, I acknowledge Corey for holding this space for us all. Because I really believe without Corey's dedication, we would not be here now having this gathering. And that would be very, very sad. And there's a few live streams going and recordings happening, and really share this out, because I think this is an important day for people around Australia that don't even know we're here, to let them try and get it out that there are people still here standing since 1,000 days ago, 1,007 days ago for the convoy. So the government, I think they rely on us forgetting. That's how they always do it. When a new government comes in, they'll bring in some really bad laws, and 3 years later you've forgotten about that and they're being voted back in again. But this is one we're not forgetting, and I think they're getting nervous about it. So instead of calling it an echo chamber, I'm calling these platforms resonance chambers, where it just gets bigger and bigger and louder until we take over, and this government's going to just get blown over. So, yeah, and about the police are actually set up more as a military system. They've got their commanders and chiefs, and they're taking orders. They take orders, right? Today you're going to do a Brandon breath test in this street. Today you're going to target speeding in this street. Today you're going to do this. But that's not the job of the police. The police is to go out, maybe go on patrol and see where there's trouble,
people call them and say, look, there's some trouble over here, can you come and help us? Yep. They're not meant to be under a system of command like they are now. So if they were free to go and do their investigations and look here and there, maybe they could go, oh, there's some suspicious activity going in this house here, and do a bit of their investigation. They're happy to stop, pull you up on the side of the road and do an investigation, but how about doing some investigation in around Canberra, where the politicians hang out? So yeah, maybe I'll have more to say in a sec, but anyway, that'll do.
Guys, just remember not to use the V word, because all this will be for nothing if you use the V word, because it'll just get brought down real fast. Those guys in blue, it's a good point that Paul says there about doing some investigation instead of doing the RBTs and shit like that. Who here doesn't know where the drug house is in their town? Right? You could probably just say Ice House, whatever. Everybody knows where they are in every town. Are you trying to tell me that these fuckers in blue can't work it out? That just shows you. They don't care about that. They want that. Because it divides the community, keeps them suppressed. Hey, you PSOs, who the hell are you protecting? Protect the service. Wait, protecting a bit of dirt at the moment? How about you go out and protect some children?
Just wanted to acknowledge a really important part of our protest, and that's the people that join us every single day online. You folks over there, thank you for all your contributions that you make, keeping us enthused, keeping us entertained with your comments. And really interestingly, it's not just Australian people that are on that feed. We have people around the world. We have people in England, in the States, and that's just an indication of what we already all know, that this is across the world. This is not going away. This movement is growing every single day exponentially as more people find out. So, yeah, Samantha, your days are numbered. You can't get away from this. It's not going away anytime. Not anytime soon, it's just not going away. So, do something about it. Thank you.
Neither's our creator.
Yeah, and just to continue on, the reason why I'm was looking forward to this day was what's next. To come meet all you, see what's going on around Australia and what's next, because it's like, yeah, we've got to keep this going, and as our speaker before said, yeah, just got to keep going and building the momentum basically, and don't let it be forgotten.
Yeah, I just want to, I'm glad Paul said what he said. Corey, the crew, you know who you are. Yeah, it wouldn't be happening without you guys. You know, it wouldn't still be happening. So I don't have any words for it, man. I'm just blown away. You know, so wow, man. You know, Samantha. Yeah, you know, it's been said. You thought we'd just go away, and here we are still. And now there's a very proficient network working around our country and around the world, as we all know. We all know the Masonic network of filth that is one of the vehicles that the controllers use in our country in particular. And we can see Masonic lodges closing around the country due to lack of patronage. We all know, everybody knows this control and how it's delivered. And so we see a groundswell, like I explained the other day, just listening to the radio, talking to all the people I talk to, and we can see on the radio, on ABC, we've got hundreds of Queensland police now joining a mass claim. I know a lot of them personally, and they've decided not to join the claim because they know they'll make a lot more money. I wonder who's paying for all this. It's going to come on like a fucking snowball. We can see it now. We see the ABC did a survey, and they said the public has lost confidence in the health system. Okay, what are they going to say? Why is that? Oh, the ambulance ramping, blah, blah, blah. There's no avoiding it. Eventually there will be nowhere to go. You know, you push people to the limit. They can't afford to buy houses, they can't afford the Australian dream. Housing crisis, cost of living crisis, all orchestrated by the Freemason DMLA designed to control and divide us. And so, the movement grows and grows and grows. And like I said, I've got good friends, policemen, who are standing here with us metaphorically. They will be standing. They've said that they can't wait to come and stand in Canberra with us and do what needs to be done. And the only way to do it is boots on the ground. This is what the Constitution says. The sufficient clause. The government needs to see us here, standing here with our boots on. Anyway, and we know that we're at tipping point. They admit it themselves, they mock us constantly. They tell us about the 1,200 companies or so, the biggest companies in Australia that don't pay a fucking cent in tax. Why is that? And they brag about it. They tell us openly. Where people can't afford to pay the rent. Where ScoMo goes and buys another mansion. And you know who I'm talking about, the person that's put the potential defamation suit on me for not wanting to talk about what I know, about what you guys do at your little fucking parties, right? And you know what, guys, I'll tell you what, it was no coincidence that our friend Glenn Fisher popped up out of the woodwork, and I'd like everybody to go and make sure they check in with Glenn Fisher. He's on TikTok. Join his channel. Follow him. He needs our help. He needs our support. He is the living link. He is the one that even, I'm going to pull myself back, even these people, these supposed freedom leaders like Malcolm Robertson, I've called out, to try the debunk on this. It's not just the 28, Malcolm. There's fucking Mulligan Report. There's 100 of them. Go and talk to him, Malcolm. I put it out there, mate. That many fucking times. You little pussy. Talk to me. So, Glenn Fisher comes out and says, hang on. I was one of the authors. Right? You guys follow him. You've got to watch his videos. We'll post them. He went in there with the current affair so he could get his file, so he could show them. And he had no access to it. They wouldn't give it to him. What's going on? Why the big secrets? Samantha, I bless you. I've driven from Queensland here. Today I bless you. The pedophile protectors standing at the gates, I bless you. Christ is king.
Yeah. Oh, powerful statement.
I don't usually do this, but
We can't hear you.
Gotta hold the mic up, Darren, very close.
Quite a few people here have encouraged me to get on X and start a prayer space. I'm not technologically inclined,
Higher.
but I want to encourage everyone here, Christian or not, to walk by faith and not by sight. And maybe join me on X. Amen. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, Liz. And Liz is one of the ones that just took up. You know, I put it out. We need to pray, guys. All right, we need to pray because this is a spiritual war. And every day Liz puts it on at 4 o'clock. I've been having a hard time getting there because I've got to visit my mum around that time in the Arvo. But I encourage us all on Twitter. All right, when Liz throws the link out and you see it go out, get in there, guys. All right, because God does love you. All right, and he likes to hear from you. And he doesn't care whether you're cranky, mad, indifferent.
He doesn't really care, right? All he wants is a relationship with you. And that's the bottom line, guys. I screamed at him for 4 freaking years, man. When we lost that daughter, I went ballistic. Absolutely ballistic. But I could only go for so long, and he wore me down. And then he put me on a boat, and then he gave me 18 months on my own, and he sorted me out. But the thing he told me was, you're going somewhere, Guru, in a war, okay? Dave, actually, then. But anyway, I knew where I was going, guys. And the thing that I knew I had to do was stand in truth. Okay, that was it. Didn't matter what come against me, didn't want to what come up, we just stand in truth. And that's what these guys over here behind the wall haven't got, guys. You know, you can put all the shit on them you want, and they deserve it. They deserve it. But I tell you what, they're about to watch their family die. They're about to watch their family get turbo cancer. They're about to watch themselves get turbo cancer. Because that's where we are in the world, guys. All right, there's been a lot of good speakers up here. I just didn't even sort of want to get up here. You guys have just been doing absolutely brilliant. You know, you got to listen to me every friggin' night. I don't know how you don't get sick of it, but me and Kazza. But we just try and do what we can do, guys. Let's just bring you the news. But I tell you what, this is a world fight, like the lady was saying from the JWs, 4X JWs or whatever. This is a worldwide fight, guys, and I talk to a lot of people. All right, a lot of people off stage as well as on stage. All right, but I tell you what, everyone in the world's got each other's backs. Okay, we know what's going down. We know these fuckers over here, right, have got a lot to pay for. All right, you know, you don't make decisions like these people make and go home and sleep at night. These people are having trouble dealing with their own life. I can guarantee you that. All right, we have more and more people coming to our news show every week, guys. Every week. And thank you to all you people who share it out. That's the only reason it's getting out there, because we are censored like there is no tomorrow. All right, it is unbelievable. They don't like us. Why? Because all we do is stick to the truth. The truth, the truth, the truth, the truth, the truth. And the truth is getting a little bit, not monotonous, guys, but it's getting a bit, you know, under our skin now. Right, we've been talking the truth for 4 years, some of years 10 years, some of years 20 years. And I don't know how anyone could have been in this war for 20 years and got to this stage, mate. You must be going mad. Okay? Because 4 years has been enough for me. I'm ready to end it. Okay? And end it is the people come together and we take back what's ours. So, look, we've got a lot of stuff going on all around the world, okay? You've seen what happened to Spain when they said, no, we're not supplying Israel with a thing. Look at Spain now, guys. If you haven't seen, get on Twitter. All right, they've absolutely smashed the place. Right, they've done the same down in the mountains. I've got people in the mountains, in the Appalachian Mountains down there on the ground and that I talk to. And it's just, you know, we've got Sign on the Spaces who has a friend that lives there as well. And it's just unbelievable, guys. Now they're coming in for their kids. Right, they're coming in because they've got no house to live in. Well, now you can't have kids if you haven't got a house. They got all the red tape out, so you can't put small houses in. They come in and told them it'd take them 6 months to get from, what is it, Castle Rock or whatever, okay, not Castle Rock, but whatever that place is there. They had to get, you know, X amount up the road, otherwise it was a big journey back around the bottom. You know, the government come in and said, oh, it takes 6 months to build the road. The boys had it built in a week. A week. You know, this is what we're up against, guys, just an absolute load of bullshit. So I'll give you my idea on what I think is going to happen. They're going to try and steal this election that, you know, it's not our country, but I tell you what, it's got a lot to do with us, okay? So they're going to try and steal it as much as they can. We've seen that. But I do believe that God's got his hand on this. Trump's not our hero. Trump's not our saviour. Trump's a marketing manager, all right, like everybody else in the world. You people are as good as Trump, all right? We're all as good as Trump. We are our own Trump. You're not looking for anyone to lead you. You're leading yourself through this, okay? Believe me. No, like Phil said, you know, we might get a little bit of help in the background, but no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to knock on your door and go, here we are, Guru, we're going to take you out and everything's cool, let's go fix it. No, you are going to fix it. All right? But it's going to take a little bit of a battle, guys. It's not over yet. But I think everyone's pretty well battle hardened, not weary. I think we're battle hardened. All right, I think we've been through the biggest pre-season any team's ever had. Okay, but if you thought it was getting rough, guys, it's about to get rough. Okay, because once they get that win over there overseas, all hell's going to break loose. Because again, if you don't listen to me too much, and I don't mind if you don't, or I'd be sick of me after 4 years, I can tell you. All right, but guys, we got to work together. All right, we're going to have why do we have indifferences within the freedom movement? I can tell you why. Because we're all free fucking thinkers. And you can't put a bundle of free thinkers together and get everyone to get on. It doesn't work. We think for ourselves. All right, but what we've got to do is look at that person beside us and go, well, I may not agree with you, but guess what? We're all climbing a hill. Okay, and I'll tell you what, if it gets heavy enough, that person there that you don't agree with, you're not going to care when his hand comes out or where his hand comes out from to help you get up that hill. It's as simple as that, guys. So are we going to have more conflict? Yeah, we are. That's life. That happens, all right? But the conflict is about the bigger picture, all right? We got a lot of free thinkers. We got a lot of smart. I've never met so many smart people in this freedom movement. You know, we got people just doing stuff that I never thought could be done. You know, whether that's been in our intellectual, you know, or in our mental or our physical. But some of the engineers and the people that we have here, guys, we can run our country. The country runs itself. So we just got to keep working, all right? And that's it. It's a non-stop work period, okay? But I just want to thank everyone because our page has grown. Why? Because you people have actually shared it around. When you've been told it's a bad site, don't go near it. This is misinformation. No one really cares. We just push the button and we share it out again, guys. So, look, we're here for the long haul. Me, my wife, Kaz. All right, anyone else involved with us? And we're not going away. These guys know we're not going away. Don't worry, they're starting to crack, guys. That's why you've only got young punks. All right, because as someone just said, all the elder guys are gone. All right, they know what's happening. Okay? A lot of them, I think, have gone to go and look after themselves because they're not real well.